Welcome to our executive interview series at CyberTalks presented by CyberScoop. I'm Wyatt Cash, and we're here with Emilio Escobar, Chief Information Security Officer for Datadog. Emilio, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
I'd like to start by asking, from your perspective, how has increased reliance on cloud services made real-time cybersecurity and threat detection easier or harder for government agencies?
Yeah, no, for sure. So I think cloud adoption has absolutely enabled real-time threat detection for organizations if the right visibility is in place. So you know, cloud environments generate rich real-time telemetry that allows this detection to actually get built on top of and helps you understand what good and suspicious behaviors are. However, the challenge is that they do produce a lot of this telemetry. So making sense of all of it can be quite daunting. The scale of it, the complexity of it, how do you actually stitch these things together? So it does create the opportunity, but I think you have to have the right visibility in place. That without it, you're going to be looking at separate events rather than like a story of what's happening in your environment. So as agencies are adopting more cloud, they're operating under the stronger zero trust security mandate. You really need to work on this visibility so that you can make sense of this data.
Yes, absolutely. Zero trust certainly up the ante for keeping track of all of that. Second, how has the increased use of AI by both defenders but also attackers changed your organization's cybersecurity strategy in the last year, and what lessons can government agencies learn from that?
Sure. So I always say that AI has raised the tide, and the tide, both of defenders and attackers also go up. So my recommendation first is to defenders is if attackers are using AI, then why can't you? But we do know attackers are using AI to move faster, scale attacks, make them more credible, which means that they blend in more effectively. So that traditional rule-based approaches are no longer going to scale or be able to keep up with these attacks. So in response, our strategy has been focused around using AI to cut through the noise, really surface what matters. So out of the 1,000 events that we just spoke about, the scale of telemetry, which ones are the ones that actually need to be dealt with, which ones are malicious or abnormal, which ones are benign. So applying AI across observability and security data, we can correlate these signals real time, prioritize the risk, and shorten the detection and response times. But importantly, AI doesn't replace the human. In fact, what we think is it just complements the human, right? So the human still needs to be in the loop. There's a lot of contextual, environmental, cultural information that we know the context of your operating environment, but the cultural operating environment of the humans is something that the humans right now understand better. So getting people in the mix, the teams in the mix, is the right approach. So providing them with the context so they can get faster insight and make decisions faster is really the approach. I do know AI brings in regulatory complexities and things of that nature. So this is why the way that we're road mapping AI is with a compliance first approach. So as we expand AI into our GovCloud offerings, we do it very thoughtfully, prioritizing FedRAMP alignment so that customers can easily adopt us rather than making it a burden on their side to adopt AI. And then ultimately, AI is helping us be more effective, moving from reactive defensive to proactive defense. So real-time risk reduction. And then we want to maintain that compliance, transparency, and trust that the government requires.
Well, Emilio Escobar, really appreciate you taking a few minutes to share your perspectives with us here at CyberTalks. So thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.